Well, it's been a while, guys, and I had a white box turn up today with the word filter and a squiggly line. I think that's a question mark. So we're going to have a look. I'm going to take it out of the box and check it out. Okay, I've seen this style before. I mean, it's just full of sponges, as you can see, but I like the idea of it being clean. And you can see through it, which is good. It's got a UK plug, which is factory fitted, so that's kind of unusual. Very small, but two, so that's good. Oh, that's quite good. They're very tight, they're very good. But I recognise this style. Where have I seen this before? Ah, so that is the big brother to this, which is still going strong. Unlike these, which are all falling apart. Okay, so things to note, this was what was in the box. It has 2 meters of what looks like 12mm Eheim pipe. There's absolutely no instructions with this until I got inside the box as well, which is quite unique. Some silicone grease, which you don't normally get with some of the higher brands. Some bits which comes with a cheaper plastic. And I should imagine we're going to look into that, but it looks like there's a spray bar in there which seems to go with what we got. There's some sherbet pips, which I think is supposed to be some biomedia, but this is the interesting thing. This is what I found in the box. Look where the pump is, right down here at the bottom, which seems to be quite an unusual way of doing things. And the way I'm looking at it, the water actually goes all the way down to the bottom, so I don't know how that's going to start. We probably have to fill this up with water to start with, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. I'm going to have a look inside now. Okay, I was actually wrong. As you can see, the out goes all the way down the bottom, all the way down to here. So the water must go in here and go all the way down, which is quite a unique thing. It was quite awkward actually getting this off, but these were quite tight, which is a good thing. So, but the seal must be in there. I'm going to take it all apart. We'll have a good look, because I'm not quite sure if I really want to run this. This looks like a very cheap package. I think this, I've seen this on Amazon. I'm going to check that out. Things to note, the cable goes down at the bottom as well, so that's a really awkward thing. These are hugely fat. I mean, my hand isn't, you know what I mean? Okay, we have sponges. It's just a sponge filter really, but these are so thick. Look at that. Wow. Kind of puts others to shame. That's where the cable goes. And the fines are right at the bottom, which, I mean, this is full of filters. Look at that. It's full of foams, which is a good thing. There's the pump. There is the pump. So the water goes down and then pumped up. So I'm going to perhaps take all this out, which I'm going to need 2 hands for. And we're going to have a look a bit closer at that. Well, things I've noticed, first of all, this is the pump. It's got an arrow on the bottom, not sure why. And that goes onto that, okay? But the problem is, I can't put the biomedia where I want it. This is going to be on the top, because obviously I want it to be the last thing that comes in contact, and this needs to be in there, like that, because that's what the pump sits in, so that's no good to me. But I'm going to try it out. I'm going to leave it in this config. I'm not going to bother with the biomedia, just with it as a sponge filter, and see how it goes on the other tank. The other one was very good. I mean, look, I haven't touched this in 2 months. Still going strong. Brilliant, brilliant. You can't hear it apart from, that's the noise of the water obviously, but look. So I'm going to put this all back together and then we're going to try it, but I think I have to put water in this, so we'll have to go with that. Very interesting. I'll see if I can find some details from Amazon on this, because this was sent to me by a friend. Okay, point of note, that was a nightmare. Taking all this out, you have to line it all up again with these. I will grease these up. I don't think they're particularly good quality. I mean, it says 1500 litres an hour. I doubt if it's even close to that, but we'll fill it up with water in a second. I'll get some bits and pieces on it and see what happens. Okay, so it's running. Not perfectly quiet. There's the name of the brand. As you can see, it says max 1500 litres an hour. But I have a problem, and let me show you what it is. Let me grab that. There's the flow. Let's put this into context. Watch the flow, watch the flow, watch the flow. There you go. Virtually stopped. That is about 2 feet and it's virtually stopped. And when I measured this using a milk carton, I got about 300 litres an hour. Okay, maybe a bit less, maybe I was being generous. It is absolute pap, and to get this started you have to fill it full of water, okay, and then you have to just wait and wait. This is after an hour and I'm still getting air because it's only foams. I don't know. This is why you spend £200–300 on an external filter for your aquarium, because the cheap ones are just that. They don't do the job properly. I would personally use this only in a quarantine tank and above the tank, so at least, you know, at least you get a reasonable flow. I mean, as you lift it up, there you go, and that is about a metre above the head of the filter. I might even try and change the filter up, see if I can get a stronger filter for it, but that is rubbish. See you soon, guys.